Las Positas College, which has been an administrator in the California community college system for over 20 years. Dr. Foster is passionate about cultivating effective partnerships and promoting innovative approaches to enhancing student success outcomes for the students at Las Positas. And then we also have Ken Cooper, Executive Director of Las Positas College Foundation. Mr. Cooper has a Bachelor's of Arts degree in African American and African Studies from the University of California, Davis, and has extensive experience in college fundraising. So welcome. It is now your turn.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Sherry, for providing us with this opportunity today to share briefly about some of the great work that's happening here at Las Positas College. I am sharing my screen, so hopefully you're able to see the PowerPoint presentation. Awesome. And I'll walk through this briefly for us this morning. So as many of you know, our mission here at Las Positas College is really to be all things to all people in our community. We really provide a lot of educational pathways for helping students to ultimately achieve a well-paying job, whether that's through our certificate programs or through transfer. Our purpose and our passion is really about economic mobility and, of course, talent development, and really helping to fulfill the talent pipeline here in our region. I want to thank Mayor Marchand and everyone else who's helped spread the word in terms of Las Positas College being the #1 community college in California. We take a lot of pride in that. And that really is about the outstanding faculty that we have, the outstanding staff, and it's really based and grounded in students' experience here at the college. I'm also proud to say that as of January 2023, we completed our accreditation cycle, and the college has been reaffirmed for accreditation for the next 7 years. And so that's also something that we're very proud of in terms of meeting those standards through our accreditation body. We are guided by our educational master plan. This is a plan that was comprehensive and was completed during COVID, actually, but our college really engaged in really providing the strategic direction for the college and where we're headed. Most of our work is landed on a couple of things. One is as it relates to access and equity, and really meeting the needs of the students that we're serving, but always asking the question is, who are we not serving? Who are we not reaching out to? And what can we do to be better to serve our community? We're doing a lot of internal work about removing institutional barriers to student success. So really assessing the student experience and what can we do to enhance that experience for our students. We're engaging in some institutional realignment conversations and looking at our organizational structure and recognizing that our structure has been in place for many, many years, and we have a lot of new priorities and goals, and where can we shift resources to better meet our strategic direction. And then we are really committed, and many of you are engaged in this work in terms of really identifying strategic partnerships. And that is working with our K-12 partners and really wanting to enhance and expand our dual enrollment pathways with our students in high school, working with business and industry, and really identifying what are the workforce needs in our region. We've invested in what we are calling our employer engagement liaison to really have a point of contact for our employers to engage with the college. So a lot of effort and work and resources that we're putting into those efforts. Just a real quick snapshot. As of last fall, we served close to about 7,000 students per semester. We serve over the course of a year, over 12,000 students here at our college. We are fairly young for a community college, and that's really because of the outstanding middle college high school that we have on our campus, and because of the number of students that we do serve through our concurrent enrollment programs. Our goal is to really ensure that our race and ethnicity demographics reflect our community. We are a Hispanic serving institution, which allows us to apply for federal grants through the federal government. We are seeing, as we all know, within our region, just an increase in terms of our Asian American and East Asian populations on our campus, but also that reflects our community as well. We serve students, obviously in the Tri-Valley, Livermore, Pleasanton, and Dublin. But as many of you know, we also receive a number of students who attend Las Positas College from Tracy and Mountain House as well. Our top schools, our number one transfer institution is Cal State East Bay. But you'll see that we have a number of students that transfer, of course, to Berkeley, to Davis, and other local institutions in our region. We're seeing an increased number of students transferring to UCLA, and you'll see it's part of a honors program that we have with UCLA, and I'll explain that briefly at that moment. We just are a wonderful resource in terms of value to our community. The community college pathway is a real pathway for our students and for parents and families. And as you can see, 2 years at Las Positas College, and for example, 2 years at a UC, save students earning that same degree over and close to $20,000 and $30,000. It's significant. This is only in terms of tuition savings. It doesn't include any other costs aside from tuition. So just a real value, of course, to families in our community. We are launching, along with that, a free tuition promise program to our community this fall. And this is for students who are first-time college students, and if students enroll full-time. So it's our first-time full-time program, and that is tuition free. And so that's our commitment to any student, regardless of where they're from. If students are enrolling full-time and it's their first time in college, if students have taken concurrent enrollment programs, that still allows them to be eligible for this program. And so we are really excited, and you'll hear more about this as we get closer to fall. Along those lines, another commitment to our community is through our President Scholars Program. We've identified and have secured resources through the support of our Las Positas College Foundation and Lamb Research to support our President Scholars Program. And this is a program in which we identify 20 students who apply for this program, and we fund not only their tuition, but their fees and their textbooks for 2 years. So it's really a full 2-year scholarship for these students. And what we ask for them in return is to serve as ambassadors for our college. And they are actually a part of a special leadership program during the 2 years that they're here as well. So another great resource and commitment to our community. We have guaranteed transfer programs, and many don't know that if students follow these patterns, they are guaranteed admissions to these institutions. And of course, there's a number of UCs that are on this list. All the CSUs are a part of this, a number of private and out-of-state universities, and also HBCUs, historically Black colleges, universities as well. And so working with our counselors, putting students on a plan can lead to guaranteed transfer to these various institutions. We also have, as I mentioned earlier, a UCLA TAP program, which is students who are part of our honors program have preferential admissions to UCLA, and we have a number of students that are applying and transferring to UCLA as well. And we're building upon our wonderful relationship that we have with Cal State East Bay and really trying to make that a seamless transfer experience for our students. We also recognize that we have a number of 1 and 2 year skills-based programs that we offer for students who really just want to not earn an associate degree, but just really want to earn skills to go to work. And these are a number of programs that we are really activated about building out. One of our most recent efforts is with the aircraft maintenance program, and really wanting to launch that and meet some of the regional workforce needs in that area. And we're continuing to explore other opportunities to build upon these career-ready programs as well. We are proud of this mini market. You know, part of our work here at the college is supporting students while they're here in many ways. This is a food pantry, but it's really a mini market. And as you can see, it feels like a grocery store. And students are able to come and visit and take items for free. This is in partnership with the Alameda County Food Bank, and there is fresh produce, there's eggs, there's meat, there's toiletry items. We've received diapers for some of our students who are parents. So this is just a really great opportunity for our students that they've taken full advantage of. This is also an opportunity for us to continue to partner with our local community and helping to support providing this resource to our students. In addition to supporting students on campus, we also are providing opportunities for our community to engage with the campus, not only through our concurrent enrollment programs, but we do offer summer camps for students ages 14 to 18. We have community education, which are our non-credit programs where students and community members can pay a fee and earn additional skills or certificates as well. And we've recently just launched what we're calling the Lifelong Learning Academy, where folks in our community can just audit a course at a very reasonable rate to come in and just sit in just to learn from the many topics and courses that we have available. And we'll have the list of those courses that are available beginning in August for our community to take advantage of that. Many of you may know, or if you don't, we do have what we call our internship and job board through our College Career Center. This is an opportunity for business and industry to post jobs or post opportunities that are sent directly and made available to our students. This is also a place where businesses can engage with our career fairs that we host on campus. So it's all through our Career Center. Internships are also available to post, and this is through a platform that we call Handshake, and students are able to access that mobile application and have access to the requests and needs and opportunities that our business and employers have available. So this is a great opportunity if anyone is looking to connect with the colleges through our Career Center and our internship and job board. We are excited to share that we have some brand new facilities that are going to be opening up this fall. And this is really through the support of our community, through our Measure A bond that was passed. So thank you all for your support in 2016. We have opened our horticulture facility last spring. We have broken ground on our viticulture and winery technology facility, which will have a tasting room. And many of you may know that we do produce and sell wine through our Campus Hill Winery here on campus that's made by our students. And so we'll have a tasting room for that with that new facility. And the other two facilities will be opening this fall. We'll be opening a brand new public safety, advanced manufacturing and transportation facility, which also supports our fire service technology program, our automotive, our welding program, and will house initially our aircraft maintenance program as well. And we have a brand new academic support building. It's a huge facility in the center of our campus that'll open this fall. New computer labs, tutorial center, writing and math center support, and just brand new classrooms. And so just excited about the growth of our campus. We're seeing, of course, we experienced a drop in enrollment during COVID, as many colleges and universities experienced across the country. But what we have seen was an uptick in enrollment this past spring. As we look at summer, which begins next week, we're seeing an 8% increase in our summer. And as we start to roll out enrollment for fall, we're seeing a pretty significant increase for our fall. So we are still in enrollment recovery, but it appears that we're making significant gains in increased enrollment as we move closer to the start of our new academic year. Some of you may be aware that we've engaged in a student housing feasibility study. The state, through SB 169, has made funding available for universities and community colleges in our state. It's a competitive grant application process. So we've really engaged in some deep work in kind of identifying what would that look like for us here at the college. There are some significant requirements that would allow us to be eligible for these grants, but we will be bringing a proposal to our Board of Trustees later this month with the hope that we will be applying for a construction grant beginning in July. And the way that we have assessed our housing needs is that there is a high demand here on our campus and for students, as you can imagine, in terms of the cost of living. And so in terms of our study, it looks like we will be able to provide, if the grant is approved, initially 195 beds And the average cost per bed on campus would be just over $700 a month for our students. And this would be phase one of a multi-phase approach if we're able to land this grant. So we're excited about this possibility to provide housing for students right here on our campus. And with that, that concludes my presentation. And I know Ken is up next with the foundation. And then maybe after that, we can open for questions if you'd like, Sharon.
That works. Everyone save your questions. Thank you, Dr. Foster. Ken, you want to go ahead and get started?
Will do. Thank you. Just going to share my screen. Sorry about that. I'm trying to pull up my PowerPoint. We'll try the old-fashioned way here. Can everyone see that?
Yes, you're
Okay,
good.
excellent. Well, good morning, and thank you, Dr. Foster, for that presentation, and thank you. It's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to see so many familiar faces and or names. My name is Kenneth Cooper, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Executive Director of the Las Positas College Foundation. So our LPC Foundation, we are the 501c3 nonprofit for the college. We are the official philanthropic arm, and our mission is really quite simple in that we are here to support the mission, vision, values of Las Positas College. And in doing that, we're also here to help make sure that any barriers to success for our students are lessened, reduced, or removed. And we recognize that, you know, as Dr. Foster pointed out, community college education certainly is a value in terms of, you know, those higher ed and career training dollars. But we recognize that to a lot of our students, that still represents a significant challenge, even with a lot of the resources that are available. So we really seek to help fill those needs that the state dollars or other resources can't cover. And those needs are out there, particularly in a community like ours, where the cost of living can be pretty significant. And, you know, we're serving students from all over the Tri-Valley and a little bit beyond. We have some great highlights that we want to recognize for the past couple of years. You know, we've grown our capacity over the past several years to award scholarships. We're very fortunate to live in a community that helps return dollars back to the college through generous gifts and supports student success. In 2022 and 2023, we are thrilled to have been able to award over $300,000 in scholarship funds to some very deserving students. These scholarships, they're available for a wide variety of majors and areas of needs. You know, we always tell folks who are prospective donors when they say, you know, what kind of scholarship can I establish? And, you know, often the answer is, what kind of scholarship do you want to establish, or what students do you want to support or impact? We're able to help direct those funds to a number of different areas, from veterans to students studying in STEM areas, athletes, just again, a wide variety of ways that we can support. Many of those scholarships help support students who are transferring to four-year institutions. In fact, the largest part of our scholarship endowment was a very generous bequest from the Murtis family that helped establish the $7.5 million initial gift to support students who were not only transferring to four-year institutions, but student athletes. And it also helps support students who are still within our community college system who are studying, receiving degrees related to allied health. So we have a lot of different ways that we can help support those students that are in different places on their pathway to their economic or their educational careers. Career training, again, is another important area for us, and it's part of the mission of the college. So that's part of the mission that we support, that not only students who are looking for that 2 or 4 year degree, but students who may be coming back for training, retraining, and to re-enter or newly enter the workforce with a new set of skills. One of the areas that we are very proud to help support through the years has been the President's Speaker Series. Dr. Foster, during his tenure, has really made sure that our campus is well placed by bringing a wide variety and diverse set of speakers to the campus. And these may be speakers that, ordinarily, don't necessarily come our way, but because we have this President's Speaker Series in place and we can reach out and partner with additional groups, speakers of note, agencies, and bring a diverse set of viewpoints to campus. These are just two of the examples in the past couple of years, the few years that we have had the honor of hosting, including conversations on topics related to diversity, equity, inclusion, campus leadership. We've done workshops with our alumni and training on for students who are in different aspects of their careers. And many of you may remember a visit by NASA astronaut Victor Glover, who came to campus and talked with our veterans and did an excellent presentation on STEM. And just between you and I, Dr. Foster knows, as I mentioned to him, Victor was recently tapped to head a mission to the moon. And part of my long-term plan is to have this astronaut back to the Livermore campus so he can tell us all about that. So long-term plan, keep your fingers crossed. You may be hearing about it, maybe asking some of you to come out and help and say hello, but keep your eyes on that. As Dr. Foster mentioned, we are very fortunate, again, to partner with some incredible agencies and companies in the Livermore area and in the Tri-Valley area as well, to help with our mission, to help support student success. Lamb Research has been an example of institution that stepped up to help support our President's Scholars Program, as outlined by Dr. Foster. Safeway has been a multi-year supporter of our Veterans Resource Center and our student veterans by supplying much needed resources so that they continue to attract students literally from all over the country who come to Las Positas College on the strength of our Veterans Resource Center. We're thankful for the City of Livermore Arts Commission for their support of our Literary Arts Festival that we hold on campus annually. And everyone who, literally anyone who's given an unrestricted gift to Las Positas College has, through the Las Positas College Fund, has helped support our LPC Foundation Campus Grants Program. And this is quite simply, through the year, the LPC Foundation often receives requests from college faculty, staff, students to help support activities that, again, may not be covered by state dollars, or maybe they're a little short on funding. Sometimes it's as simple as making sure that we have, food for students who might be coming to an event, to bring a speaker in, to help pay for a bus for a college visit or field trip, to bring speakers of note to campus, to help support an honorarium for a presenter or a workshop that's being done in addition to all of the different offerings on the campus. So the LPC Foundation helps provide these additional resources through additional programs and grants. And what you see here is listed as just a few. We also help support the campus through unique cultural activities and events. We were very, very honored recently to join over 200 institutions worldwide and even fewer than 5 community colleges in California as we achieved a designation of all Steinway School. What that denotes is that we have the best musical equipment from the Steinway organization for our students to study, practice, and learn on. These are the same instruments that you would find in the finest concert halls and venues around the country, including right here in our own backyard, not only at LPC, but also in Livermore at the Bankhead Theater as well. So we're very proud to join these elite institutions and provide our students with the best resources that we're able to source. You can see that on the picture that on the top of your screen was from our All Steinway Gala, in which we announced this, we celebrated this designation, and we announced an 88 Keys campaign to help raise funds to support the needs of this program for our students and some of our equipment as well. And on the bottom, you can see a spectacular model of the Steinway Spirio grand piano that we were able to acquire. This is an incredible, actually, piece of technology. And our students are able to learn literally from the concert masters as the piano itself, when it's plugged into an iPad, and yes, it is plugged into an iPad, it is a smart piano, is able to replicate playing styles. And it's an incredible teaching tool that our students can help take advantage of. I am going to just paste into the chat some more information about the All Steinway program at Las Positas College. So this evening, we were able to kick off our campaign, and I'm happy to say that so far we've raised over $23,000 in support of this particular need on the campus. And oh, look at there's a slide that has a QR code on it. I'm not at all upset if I happen to see anyone take their phone out and scan it, just for informational purposes. But again, this 88 Keys campaign supports the needs of the students in the All Steinway program. Through the 88 Keys campaign, we're offering an opportunity for individuals to name a key, one of 88 keys. Actually, we have fewer than that available, of course, now for a friend or loved one. Right now, we're also, thanks to an anonymous generous gift, we're able to provide a dollar-for-dollar match for those gifts. So you might be asking, Ken, well, what's a key cost? How much is a key? And if you were to ask me that, I would say that each key is $250. So you can purchase a key, name it for a friend, a family, a loved one. You could even get a cord. How about a cord? I've learned so much at Las Positas College in our performing arts program in music. So you can scan that code, though, for additional information. I also mentioned the Las Positas College Fund, and because you were kind enough to ask us to present, can kind of share a little bit of inside baseball and planning with you. So we are going to be launching or relaunching our Las Positas College Fund. Some of you may have known this previously as our annual fund or our unrestricted fund, but we wanted to do some real development around that and kind of honor more of the investment that happens through this particular method in the college. So we're going to be hosting an event in the fall. I'll make sure to reach out to the Chamber of Commerce that you get an invite, but we'll be hosting a welcome back event in the fall when folks are arriving back on campus, just to bring the community to the campus to say hello, to get a chance to see some of those excellent facilities that Dr. Foster mentioned, the quality of our programs and students, and then to talk about easy ways that folks can help partner with the college. And the Las Positas College Fund exists to address those most critical unmet needs. It's really important because it allows us to be flexible. Sometimes we have a great idea of what kind of needs we'll be facing in the coming year. We can kind of get a sense of what headwinds we might be facing, but there are often needs that come up that are just kind of organic. They come out of a particular need that might happen quickly, and having that flexibility means that we are able to help meet those needs. And those ones are often most critical. Sometimes the students are coming in and saying, I've got a flat tire, I can't afford my heating bill, I need a suit for a job interview. Those are the kind of needs that we see that we're able to kind of help support through this unrestricted fund. So we will be kind of relaunching this. So stay tuned for that, that opportunity. And again, there's another QR code there that just leads to more information and an area where you can give. I hope you guys aren't sensing a theme here, but I know I've got a couple of colleagues on here who are fundraisers, so you might understand the need to share, the opportunity to support. And with that, again, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to just share a little bit about what's going on the campus, certainly with the Las Positas College Foundation. And I will stop here and open it up for any questions.
I have those QR codes, Ken. They're just so important these days. Okay, I see a hand raised. Alan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for two excellent presentations. I sent out something about the 14-year-old graduate of Santa Clara who spent 1 year at Las Positas, which is, I mean, it turns out I think he's the 9th youngest in history. But the reason I bring this up is because I went to what was called a junior college at the time for 1 year, and then I transferred, and that worked well for me. But so I'm a little bit concerned about the issue of thinking that people should go for 2 years before transferring, because if you're in a technical field, I'm not sure that really works all that well. And I'm just wondering about the philosophy there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Alan, and thanks for sharing that information. You know, to your point, I mean, we have a number of students that attend Las Positas College and transfer without earning an associate degree. And that really is just based on, as you suggested, just their educational plan and what it is that they want to accomplish. So our goal when students come in is to have that conversation with our counselors and the students, identify what their path is and what their goal is, and to try to get them there as quick as possible. And so, you know, we're really mindful about time to completion and time to degree, reducing the number of courses that students are required to take. So to your point, Alan, if you walked into our counseling office and you said, yeah, you know, this is where I want to go, what do I need to get there and how quick can I get there? We'll put you on a plan. And if that means, you know, transferring without a degree, then we certainly want to support you in that. And of course, we want to claim you as an alumni of LPC, even if you are with us for a year. And so Ken would then reach out to you and say, hey, congratulations for being a part of Las Positas College. And so, yeah, so a lot of those aren't reflected in our data and, you know, in our completion, but it certainly is the work that we're engaged in with our students.
Did you ever met Karen?
I have, let me see. No, I don't think so. No, I have not.
Yeah.
So Ken and I will certainly reach out. Thank you for that, Alan.
Okay. Any questions for Dr. Foster or Ken?
I do want to acknowledge one of our Las Positas College Foundation board members here. Michelle Walker-Wade is with us. So good to see you, Michelle.
Yes, thank you. Love the update.
Be here.
Wonderful.
If I may just build on Alan's question, when I went to what they call junior college too after high school.
Yeah.
I qualified because I was 18. So I needed 2 years and a degree to qualify to get to a 4-year. And I went to Berkeley. Yeah. And I think that you know, I went to Dyrell Valley College, but now we know the best community college is here in our valley.
That's right.
And if it's anything like it was, you know, 30, 40 years ago, you'll be in a position where sometimes you would be better than the students that were there, because the education you get is more individual than you can get at a 4-year. And I just have to say that I don't think people realize the value that they get from a community college in terms of comparing the cost and the investment. We're very fortunate to have this system, I think. So
awesome. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. Absolutely.
And-
And I would thank you. And you're absolutely right. And that certainly is not only the value of the college in terms of cost and affordability, but just that experience, right? And what we see sometimes is we see students who initially go to a 4-year and based on their experience, they'll come back to the community college to take some additional classes, then maybe transfer back out again. So we do see some of those reverse transfers coming into the college as well. And I'll offer this up, Sharon and Sherry, just at any point when there are in-person convenings, I welcome an opportunity to host here at the college. Like I said, we have some brand new facilities that will be opening in the fall, number of wonderful conference rooms here as part of that new facility. So if there's ever need through this organization or any of your own individual organizations, please feel free to reach out to us directly. We'd be happy to host you here on our campus.
Wonderful. Great.
So I want to do one more shameless plug. Alan began with recruiting for Rotary. And I wanted to say our Rotary Club, the Morning Club, meets weekly at the campus, 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. And we've had a wonderful tour through that experience. And particularly, I love the Ag Building. It's just amazing to see what's going on. And unless you go out there, you're not going to really appreciate that. So it's actually, I just feel like our club's involved with the campus just being there. And of course, that will help stimulate our contributions, which we've done through Rotary before, as Alan well knows. So if you want to join the Morning Club, you can go out there every week. Anyway.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Dennis.
I just want to thank everyone from Las Positas for the presentation and just the wide array of everything that is offering coming out of COVID. I think it is just an incredibly, with Michelle, in the school district and just what you offer at the college. And, as we're just seeing, there's a lot of change and there's a lot of people that are in a different place and everybody's on a different track and everybody's trying to figure out where they are, what they need to do, and lots of discovery. And so by just offering all of that choice, I just think that's just so important because a lot has happened with our young people, and not just young people, like even with your lifelong learning. I just think it's just really important to kind of figure out for their own health and their own mental health, where they need to go from here. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay, so